Well, I'll start with our visit to Delta State. Before that, we had it in the competition in other West African courts. So I'll start with Delta State. Our visit to that state for the competition. But before that, we had the same competition in other western states of the country. Oyo State, Osun State, Ekiti State, Ondo State, and the experiences were lovely. But we won't just start with Delta, okay? We left Lagos, and because the date for Delta's competition was the first day of June this year, 2023. Well, Delta is a lovely state. Aside from coming here for the competition to that state, I once resided in that state, and so I love their culture, food, lifestyle. It's just so cool, and the weather around there is cool because it's a fine place, a nice city of Warri, and so yeah, going to Delta State, I had it in mind that the food I love so much that I have missed, I would eat it when I get there. And that was starch. Well, I didn't get to eat it not until we were exiting that state at the park. Do you remember that?
Yes, 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 I did.
So it seems you ate that starch still.
Of course, it was nice.
Yeah. And although some were acting like novices because it was like rubber, I've also forgotten the technique to eat that starch, which was lovely. Overall, my experience in Delta, I would say it was lovely. It was lovely. So I do not know about Nola. I would hand him the mic now, so he would share with you, our beloved and esteemed audience, his own experience as regards that state, Delta State.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Honesty. Like he said, we had the competition right in Delta State, and I think the school called Paceline hosted Paceline hosted the competition, and it was very awesome. We have the environment, we have the atmosphere, we have everything well welcomed. Yes, my experience in Delta State was very, very interesting. But you know, as a foreigner, you will not be you still have some things to complain about, and these are the food aspect whereby I could not really adapt to the system of the feeding there. Like worry now, very strong community, very rosy, very comfortable for those that can stay there. And obviously, if you ask my colleague here, things were really expensive, very, very expensive. And I think, yes, that was another part of the country which very, which is trying to wage with Lagos State. Warri is a nice place to visit, and I really enjoy my stay. The next state we visited was Edo. That's Benin City.
Yeah, before you go to Edo State, I mentioned that I was only able to eat starch on our way outside the state. But I just remember that the man behind the camera took us to his relative's place and loaded us with starch, bangasu, and periwinkle. I remember it was delicious. Yeah, delicious. Nice one to the man behind the camera.
Yes, 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 yes. I remember that. That was the only soup I enjoyed. Banga soup. Yes, it was really awesome. The perinkles, the sauces, I really enjoyed it. So after then, Wari became a dream, and then we moved on to Edo City. That's Benin, Edo State. Now, Edo State was another part of the world initially, and then when we got there, we saw a lot of things. The environment also was changed. It was tense. It was simple, accommodative also. We had a competition in a university. I think if I can remember, that's Ambrose um, Benda Oza University. And then we got a contestant there. And then when they came, I saw a lot of students' behaviors, that was really actually different from the Lagosians. Then we had the competition, but we were not able to eat their food there. I don't think we had anything special because of the time. Because we got there and we have to exit there, I think, a day after in order to continue our tour. And I think the next tour was now in Anambra, and I'm sure my colleague here will share more light on Alhambra experience.
I am from the east, uh, original Eastern man. Even though the man behind the camera would not believe that, but well, that's left to him though. Anambra is close to my hometown, Enugu State. When we touched Onitsha, we moved over to Upper Iweka to get vehicle heading to our destination, which was Oba of Anambra State. We went over to Oba for the competition, and going, Anambra is a beautiful state. I noticed that when you get to Obosi part of Anambra, there are lots of story buildings there. You hardly get a bungalow there. I even made a post about that on social media, and yeah, it was really nice. Another interesting thing about Anambra is I noticed that the northerners there, they spoke the Igbo language fluently, you know, even better than myself. But to prove the man behind the camera that I'm from the east, I will shock him one day. But before that, I just loved it that yes, they blended in with those there. It was a beautiful sight, and it was a thing of delight to hear them speak that language, just like you have northerners in the west speaking the Yoruba language still. I think it's happening everywhere. If you go to other parts of the country, still you would see Easterners speaking the Yoruba language, or if Easterners in the northern part speaking the Hausa language. It is great language. We have different languages in the world, and all are unique, all are special, all are interesting. Although some might be tricky to learn. For example, I know that Yoruba is one of the easiest to learn. So overall, I would say that my experience in Anambra was nice. I enjoyed my stay there, and we had a successful competition in that state.
Thank you very much. Yes, as he has spoken, we went to an Edo State on the 3rd of June and Anambra on the 6th of June. And then, like he has said, is from the east. So you want to, beautify the part, that part of the country. Or that I'm not saying they were not nice. The hotel we were, yes, no, by yes. The hotel we were was awesome, and then we had good times. The atmosphere, the environment was awesome. And then without wasting of time, on this night, that's on the 7th, we left Anambra and headed to Enugu. You know, Enugu is the same as Enugu, so the capital is Enugu. So we went to Enugu also from the east